Ladies and gentlemen, preparing for a Reefercake live stream. Same old crap in the news. Yeah. Notice a common theme. The poor folks always lose. Look at these guys with their little websites. And when you want to debate them, they just get uptight because they're pussies. Maybe they'll burn in hell. No, not this guy. He's okay. Hey. Maybe they'll get their pay on Judgment Day. Hey. Jimmy Reefercake, All the Hypocrisy Podcast. Yeah, it's on. It's a live stream. It's on, it's streaming, and I am monitoring the chat. Will someone attend? You never know. Could be our friend Red Baron comes back. 11:57 Eastern Time. A strange time to do this, considering I'm going to record a song for the Majority Report. You're about to hear it, folks. A tradition, the least I can do to open up the universe of Reefercake to the world, to the fans, support it on Patreon, become a corporate overlord, or become a serf. A serf is $1 a month. A corporate overlord is $5. Quench my thirst, and then we are ready to begin, folks. And I've got a song that I'm going to send tomorrow. And I've got the kitchen to myself. And what are we going to do this week? First, let's talk a little bit. Okay? Let's talk a little bit about Reefercake's Twitter feed. What's been going on the Twitter feed? So the Twitter feed segment is where I talk about my Twitter feed. And we've had some action. We got this guy, Gerald Wynand. Wynand he does not follow me on Twitter, but I'm following him. But at this moment, I'm going to, boom, I just unfollowed him. Dirigo Blue on Twitter, at Dirigo Blue on Twitter. If you're listening now, you know the guy who I'm talking about. We just unfollowed. Rockland, Maine, USA. DirigoBlue.com. Go to his website. What do you see? A nice little background cartoon on his banner. I like that. It's got the picture of a pine tree on this flag. Is that an anchor? Got a new post about nothing. Okay. Time to update this dormant blog. So Gerald Wynand just had an opportunity that he let slip through his fingers this morning as I challenged him to back up his statements on Twitter regard to the governor's race. Okay, let's see what Gerald said here. I have no idea. Legalized marijuana is already the law, so it doesn't really matter. It's the least of my concerns. That was in response to, he wants to know who's the Dem in Maine in the primary, which I will vote in. I am a registered Democrat, even though not even though, because if you are a Democrat and you're not engaged in constantly shitting on the likes of Hillary Clinton and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, then are you a Democrat? Because they're not like, yes, I am a Democrat, but I'm ashamed of the majority of the attitudes that lead to this sort of attitude from this guy, Gerald Wynand. Let's just start out with his. He's a political guy. He's like on the pulse. There is little daylight between 7 Maine Dems for Maine governor candidates on all major issues Dems hold dear. Focus, therefore, should really be on electability in November, which means how well eventual nominees will do in Maine 02. Hashtag Maine 02. Okay. So that's real nice. I guess he's doing some kind of a poll numbers thing where he goes, this is the district that's the best. So therefore, and I just go, I will vote at Miss Right, which is Diane Russell on Twitter. She's at Miss Right. Unless you rocket surgeons, that's what I said. I go, I will vote at Miss Right unless you rocket surgeons can give me a reason to vote for someone else. Diane Russell rules. And then Jared Winan says, that's why your second choice vote is going to be important. I respond, who is number 2 on reefer reform? In Gerald's statement, I have no idea. Legalized marijuana is already the law, so it doesn't really matter. It's the least of my concerns. Oh, so it's the least of his concerns. So I get a little bit aggressive. I say, that's why you're not good at politics. I do a threefer. I also say, there will be a reefer reckoning that resonates for years. Did you see the alliteration there, folks? That's what Reefercake does, alliterate. So the reefer reckoning that resonates for years, mark my words. And I say, tell me why Moody should scare me. So I'm trying to help this guy get a strategy together to accelerate the reefer votes. Whichever way he likes to do it. Okay. Now I see that I started streaming 3 minutes ago. Hell yeah. And on the chat there is nobody. All right, so Gerald, he's got a dormant blog. He has an opportunity to debate Jimmy Reefercake. I could do it. There's a few more of these tweets that I said to him, but let's get this. Let's get the thread that is the home run thread. Gerald Wienan. Again, he keeps shouting out to his massive Twitter following and to say questions, try to get input. And I was, until now, I just unfollowed him, but I was following him. And so here it was, I just unfollowed him, but I see his question. He goes, oh, no, my bad. Am I replying to him here? The chain of events is insane. Okay, it starts with him just going, curious. Any Maine politics tweeps have signs for their first, second, third candidates on their lawn? Someone should make a 1, number 2, etc. stickers. So again, I said to him, who's second best on reefer? He didn't want to answer that for me. So I replied to that. I say, you say you're the blog for progressive politics, but I don't think you are progressive if you don't recognize legalization of marijuana as an important issue. I award you no points. So I attacked him again. But that's following up the fact that he said, I don't care who's number 2 on weed. Because it's as if people don't understand the gray areas of we're whirling out Maine First Media. Got a tweet from them. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoy. You should be watching my live stream right now, Maine First Media. Someone is watching. I now have verification. 2 people are watching. And we'll continue with this. As we talk about the goings on, okay. It's great to start a progressive blog. But if you're afraid to debate people with differing opinions, then you're a pathetic gatekeeper. Why did I have to say pathetic there? See, that's just dumb. Reefercake. So, because you know what I'm doing? I got a little bit too aggressive because he's not really pathetic per se. So there you go. And at some point he said, he doesn't want to debate me. Thanks for the lecture, he says. I have no interest in debating you. #me politics. Okay. So that's what you get when a guy doesn't, in this right here. How about this? Follow me back. Follow me back and take these main first media. Take a whirl at my shit. Hashtag free weed. I'm gonna just do that every time I say anything from now on. Okay. Hashtag free weed. My new favorite saying. Okay, let's just see. Like, what are these people in Maine? Like, do they not recognize the astounding power of the marijuana legislation? Not just what has happened already. I swear to God, my microphone better be working. Yeah, it is. Not just what has happened already, but what is still to happen. What is still to happen as the chips unfold. This motherfucker, Gerald, wants to sit there and act like there's no action to be had. Fuck you, Gerald. I'm not going to debate you. I just like this video because I just liked my own video. I feel good about what I just said. Fuck you, Gerald. How can you be so selfish, you son of a bitch? Gerald. Bad Gerald. I'm not happy with Gerald. Democratic Party guy. This is what he is. He's minimizing marijuana. Look, someone else liked it right then. Ha. This other dude watching it. Thank you. Or a young lady watching. Appreciate you, lady. My God. Now, Gerald, my friend, you don't have to be this way. You don't have to be this way, Gerald. You can debate me. You can debate me. Or instead of a debate, you can invigorate your blog. You can have me as a guest blogger. How about that? You want to have a guest blogger on your blog? Friggin', I unfollowed you, but if you did that, I'll follow you back. I don't understand why people try to act self-righteous about their little agendas. Okay, and everything that Gerald said, he has a little list. You can figure out what it might be, all good things. I reply to him, well, what's going to fund it? The marijuana taxes, the increased economy due to the marijuana, businesses that thrive. You see, Gerald, there's businesses out there that could make a lot of money. This is not even, and this is you as a Democrat. This is how I think I'm getting to the bottom of it right here. What is misfunctioning? What is misfunctioning? Gerald, you have a lot of good intuitions. You have good thoughts, but you're missing the building blocks that get you there. And you're afraid to converse with a cartoon character on the internet, and that's unacceptable. So I as Jimmy Reefercake, I don't discount myself. I'm not going to lower myself. I see people on the internet doing wonderful things anonymously with cartoon character names and sticking to their guns. I'm another one of them, and I'm going to live to be the best. That's what I'm doing, you motherfucking scaredy cats. Okay, Michael Brooks, this guy didn't want to debate me either. And I'm like, let's see, these freaking guys, every one of them, they're all out for their own. Okay, so Maine First Media only has 214 followers. Ooh. Or they're only following, they're only following 214. So for them to follow me, I would be number 215. Look out. So they should. So this is Maine, the ball's in your court, Maine First Media. You don't think Jimmy Reefercake is relevant to the state of Maine? You are so fucking fucked. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest podcast in the world. This is the greatest live stream in the world. Majority Report is also a good show. Not quite as good as this, and it has started. I just want to make sure I see what they're doing on the show. Okay, everybody, no worries. Michael Brooks is hosting. Michael Brooks is hosting. So I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to do anything there. Let's just back out of that situation. I'm going to continue my live stream. So you know that if you're here, you're in a better place than there. I'm just kidding, though. Brooks is fine. Just goofing him. But I don't want to listen to him right now. Okay. What I got to do now is get my song done. This is going to be probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. Hardest song I've ever done. Difficulty level off the charts, dude. But I'm going to dumb it down. But if I tried to do what I wanted to do, I would be off the charts. So as you know, this is me recording the Friday song live. So what do I got to do? I got to start Audacity. Because the recording quality is not that good. If you simply get the Yeti. That's right, folks, the Yeti. Everybody's using the Yeti. I've been using the Yeti way longer. The Yeti came out at $100. And I've never seen a piece of electronics hold its value the way the Yeti has. That's right. Thank you, Yeti. And I'll take that sponsorship. So here we are. I'm just going to ear tune, which means, okay, that's fine. It's not about the guitar because the music on this song would be so difficult. So let's just give it a shot, folks. See, I can't do that. I'm just going to do it real straight. Riders on the Stormy. Riders on the Stormy. She makes all the best porn. She has the perfect form. So I'm going to have to do that again. She makes all the best porn. It's got to be like that, man. Riders on the Stormy. Riders on the Stormy. She makes all the best porn. She has the perfect form. If you really need to bone a porn actor out on loan, Riders on the Stormy. Hey. Trumpy blows his little load. His brain is squirming like a toad. With minimal foreplay. Be quiet and Trump plays. She gave Donald Trump a ride. Wishes the memory will die. Riders on the Stormy. Oh yeah. Girl, you gotta love your money, man. Gotta love your money, man. Take him by the hand. Make him understand. You can get a TV show if you act like you're his hoe. Gotta love your man. All right. Let's do it again. Say, riders on the Stormy. Riders on the Stormy. She makes all the best porn. She has the perfect form. If you really need a bone, a porn actor out on loan, riders on the Stormy. All right, Trumpy blows his little load. His brain is squirming like a toad. I love that part. With minimal foreplay, be quiet and Trump pays. She gave Donald Trump a ride, wishes the memory will die. Riders on the Stormy. Yeah, girl, you gotta love your man. You gotta love your money, man. And take him by the hand. Make him understand. You can get a TV show if you act like you're his hoe. Gotta love your man. All right. Well, I recorded it, baby. I recorded it 2 times. Couldn't be more satisfied with that, ladies and gentlemen. And on the chat, any comments? Any comments, please? Feel free to make a comment. That's where I need to remember now to stop and save the Audacity project. Riders on. All right, so this is too much fun to be legally happening, and yet it is legal, ladies and gentlemen. It's legal, and I'm doing it, and it's integrating into a bigger picture. In the news, ladies and gentlemen, I want to round it out with Eric Greitens, governor of Missouri. That guy deserves a song. I'm sorry. I'm on a Stormy. I'm on the Riders on the Stormy this week. So, but please, whoever is watching, please tell me what you thought of that song. If anybody is experiencing this, you are experiencing the highest level of live streaming entertainment known to man. And I would like to hear from you in a live fashion. Support me on Patreon. I talked about that. Next up, we're gonna have an Indiegogo for the Reefercake album, which is going to include almost a decade of entertainment, news, politics, comedy, politics, up, down, every way you want it. It's going to be an amazing album. Some people don't get it. Some people don't get it. Those people are called the haters. To the haters, you can find me on Twitter at Jimmy Reefercake. Some people do get it. Those are the other people on Twitter. I'd like to give a shout out right now to Green Bud Kelly on Twitter. That's at Green Bud Kelly. At Green Bud Kelly. I'd like you to follow Green Bud Kelly and tell him Jimmy Reefercake sent you. I'm going to say that right now. Follow Green Bud Kelly and tell him Jimmy Reefercake sent you. Because what we're looking at is an upcoming smoke down. Or actually, it's referred to as a smoke out. Smoke off. Okay, I used to call it a smoke down. It's a smoke down. Smoke yourself silly. It's a smoke down. Me and Green Bud Cali. Do you want smoke? It's a smoke down. Get it with a smoke down. Smoke yourself silly. It's a smoke down. Green Bud Kelly, everybody. Come on. Do you want to smoke? You want to have a smoke down with Green Bud Kelly? Smoke down with Jimmy Reefercake. Smoke down, state of Maine. Do you want to smoke? That's a state of Maine smoke down celebration. That's another thing on Twitter. It's the connection between people of like-minded ways and Credibilities. Credibility is amazing. You have the war in Syria. By the way, I just want to warn you. I'm going to go for a long time. I'm going to go for a long time. I'm not going to stop. It's 12:21. I'm making up for lost time, people. Come on and tell me what's up on my live stream, on the chat. I see people are watching. Yet there's no typey, but you could be, whatever. I understand. Don't type if you're driving. Okay, where was I? I'm going to hit all the major news of the day. The issue I just brought up was a big one. It just slipped my mind. Think of it. Recent news. I covered, I definitely covered Greitens. Greitens was big. Eric Greitens, a guy. Hey, Kevin Martinez says, we love you. Thank you, Kevin. I wanted to hear some chat to inspire me because this is a live stream that I'm going to rock it right on through. So 12:20. How do you do the Kindler song? The Failed State. And the Kindler. I can't even remember the chords to the Kindler song, but I could figure it out. But you want to listen to me whimper through those chords? I could do that. Let's do that. One thing I want everyone who joins me on my live stream to know is that I take your requests like incredibly seriously. Would you like candy Kindler? No. It's always going to start with G. Jesus, I should have known that, right? You know you can't go. Oh man, you guys messed me up so bad though. Okay. You can't go wrong. No. I can't go wrong. His grandfathers, they wrote the God Bless America song. A true Obama bot, and they believe Obama can never be wrong. And they can lie.com. Sorry. You gotta go to C there. You mean that goes back to G. Laughed so hard, I had to write your own theme song. And they can lie. I think the key to that song. Let's do it one more time. Oh, if you like candy Kindler, you know you can't go wrong. Just GDC. His grandfather wrote the God Bless America song. A true Obama bot. That's the one time it changes. And he believes Obama can never be wrong. Yeah, and he can love.com. You made me laugh so hard, I had to write you your own little theme song. And you can love. Hands on the G. So that song could even be updated, you guys. Andy Kindler, an Obama bot. Jesus. Is he just an Obama bot? He's so much more. But that is one of my favorite lines. But just because Obama's gone, it's been a while. There you go. See, I think people don't mind fuck ups as long as at the end of the day you sing it with gusto, right? Failed state. Fuck ups is the living room sound. I'm I'm giving you guys the living room. I'm in the kitchen, but I'm giving you the living room sound. That's how we like to do it. Man, there are topics in the news. Yeah, I know. Andy is a Hillary bot, but that's almost more of a painful thing to accuse someone of. And I like Andy, so I would never want to call him a Hillary bot after what happened. So much sensitivity from those guys in that state of the world who are. I personally, I think Trump is a horrible, demented force on Earth. But it's also the same as like a hurricane or like a force of nature that just rips through. I don't think you just need to react. I see a lot of people having a bit of a mental hissy fit to their own dismay, to their own destruction at the end of the day. That's the Russia madness. Man, there's some stuff going on in the news. Same old crap in the news, but there's something I wanted to... Oh, the Roseanne was kind of interesting, right? Roseanne? Was that what I was saying before that I didn't get to? But Eric Greitens is a huge one. So I'm going to say that one more time. Oh, cool. Some more messages. Pardoning Dinesh D'Souza. I don't really understand Dinesh D'Souza. What? Kevin Martinez. I can't remember if it was Matthew, the film guy, that likes to buy his puppies from puppy mills. Kevin Martinez nailed it on that. I'm not really sure how you nailed it. Puppies from puppy mills? Well, that's a bad thing. Matthew, film guy, is someone I'm going to have on this live stream because he said he would come. He definitely did. I come back. He came once long ago. Microphone was screwed up, though. He sounded kind of like shit. But the stories were it was really probably one of the best guests, not to put anybody down, but Matthew, film guy, on this live stream with me. And what I was doing then was, that was the song. Oh, man. I got to play this song that I was talking about with Matthew, film guy. All right. Wasn't it called I can remember if I remember. Went to the local Democratic Party meeting. Lecture them. So herbs work better than words. That's what it was. That's what it was. Let's play this one. Ooh, no chords, but I think the chords are all simple. Okay, you guys want to hear this? Herbs work better than words. Went to my local Democratic Party meeting, and I lectured them on why I think Hillary lost. I don't know if I know the chords, god damn it. Let's just play it real quick here, and then I can remember the chords. This volume will come out the proper channel, though. Switch you to that. There we go. They called me a misogynist pig and told me to go. Ooh, I wonder if I'm echoing. I hope I wasn't echoing, you guys, because I just realized my sound. Okay. I went to my local Democratic Party meeting. Yeah, it's just a GC. All right, let's see if I can play that one for you guys. Because I know it's a simple chord progression. It should just come together. I went to my local Democratic Party meeting, and I lectured them on why I think Hillary lost. They called me a misogynist pig and told me they called me misogynist pig and told me. Oh, I'm gonna have to play this again. God, I suck. I'm trying to play songs. I went to my local Democratic Party meeting. Just play my computer playing it. And I lectured them on I'll sing it together. Hillary lost. They called me a misogynist pig and told me to go away. I told them I thought Hillary would be a shitty president anyway. I got to infiltrate the party and get them all high. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Herbs work better than words. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Herbs work better than words. We'll find out. Yeah, yeah. They called me a stoner and a Bernie bro. To their meetings I may never again go. Yet long ago I executed a similar plan to change the hearts and minds of man. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I remember way back in the day, I successfully infiltrated the KKK. I got them all stoned every single day, yeah. Infiltrate the KKK, and I got them all high. Maybe. Herbs work better than words. So the point of that song was maybe these motherfuckers need to get heavy duty free weed supply. They need to get stoned a lot. And the Democratic Party would shake up their brains. Now, you guys, I got your chat messages here. Hillary would have been Obama too, exactly. And Obama too is a sneaky prospect of amazingly non-accomplishments of just on reefer alone. It's amazing what little he's done. And then since he's left, how much progress we've made without Obama. You understand at the federal level, I don't know if they're doing any raids anymore on medicinal facilities in legal medicinal states. This is going to bring me back to why I do this in a way. And again, the argument I had, if you didn't hear the beginning of this live stream, you would understand that Obama, for the lack of balls for Obama to not proceed to pursue a legalization situation and anything happening at the federal level after 8 years of his presidency, the lack of flack that he gets over that is why Jimmy Reefercake exists. It's why Jimmy Reefercake existed in the first place. In the beginning of Jimmy Reefercake, did you guys hear I played the Mother's Day? Is Call Your Mama because Obama got Osama. Jimmy Reefercake, the biggest Obama fan ever. And this is silliness. How many people are there who say the same thing, who said they used to be Obama fan and then he disappointed them? So many, right? And again, the failed state, you say you got to give him props on healthcare. I guess I do, but kind of the point of Jimmy Reefercake is that I don't accept. Let's put it this way. It's like a person who they say, look, I used my calculator and I just calculated 1,027,000 times 20,240,000. They just calculated that on their calculator, right? And I'm saying to you, to that person, can you add 7 plus 20? 7 plus 22? Like, not that hard. I'm not asking you to, and then you're telling me you just calculated 1,000,000 trillion, but I'm saying to you, I don't believe you, but I'm saying to you, you're entering numbers into your calculator. Okay? You didn't prove anything. You didn't step up. You didn't do anything. You have healthcare is the same thing. So I just had to put my guitar up here. You did nothing but enter large numbers into a calculator, which is the healthcare system we have now. Like, it's like, okay, give him props for what he did on healthcare. But the fact is, he didn't even come back to basics and add 21 plus 7 on healthcare. In my opinion, he just calculated something differently. I don't know if I make sense or not with what I'm saying, but let me think of a good example. Let me tell you guys how I think healthcare should be figured out. Okay? I'm going to just step outside the back door and take a leak, though. You can do that simultaneous. Okay? This is the only podcast, live stream. No, I'm not really taking a leak. That would be against YouTube guidelines. All right, so what I'm talking about here is Obama's healthcare, but like, this is how he could have added instead of entering into a giant calculator. And then getting like, that's where the trust issue comes to play. You trust this calculator. You trust something. And therefore, even though whether or not it was better or worse, if you're still using the same calculator, you don't really know. But if you can add to me simple numbers, then I can trust you to use a calculator. You understand me? So I'm saying to this guy, like, okay, let's say I could go with a different thing from legalizing weed, honestly, because this is on healthcare. I will actually go on a different thing from legalizing weed for my analogy, because it's too easy when you use weed. It's too easy. I want to make it harder. So let's take a disease. Let's take the point of how you can add instead of adding would be like, I'm going to take care of diabetes. Diabetes is a medicine called insulin. All right. Diabetes is not too, everyone talks about all, it's because everyone's fat and all this other shit, but there's type 1 diabetes. That's just a thing. Your pancreas goes bye-bye. Type 2, it's not like, still, you just need insulin, okay? Type 2 or type 1. So there's no like getting out of this fact that you need insulin. So let's add numbers. The government says, you know what? Insulin, no one's taking insulin for fun out there. Is anyone taking insulin for fun? No. No one's taking insulin for fun. No one. Now, I saw the things like, it was like Bernie. Look at my man Bernie. It was back, he had there's a lot of stuff about how people are not getting insulin who have friggin' diabetes diagnosed. They end up in the hospital over and over. So to do to do something that would be amazing and shows adding, it's the ability to add, would be to say the government is now going to buy all the insulin that we need, give it to everyone who wants it. And insulin is not an issue anymore. Okay? So then you move on to the next thing. How about antibiotics? Why do people take, once you know that someone has a certain thing like Lyme disease, they get the antibiotics. No one takes it for fun. Antibiotics, again, government buys it all. Boom, you chip away. But we didn't we're not adding. We're not adding, my friends. We are entering into a calculator and people don't know how to add. Now that's fundamental. I want you guys to fucking think about when on Majority Report or on other forums, I'm accused of being dumb because of my focus on weed. I'm accused of being dumb, right? And again, with this guy I talked about earlier in the podcast, I'm dumb. He's the guy who knows stuff because he's using a calculator. I'm asking him to add. You can't fucking add. And you're calling me dumb? Do I make sense? I know I make sense, but I mean, do I make sense to you is what I'm saying. Is this the world we live in where people have to be brainwashed into thinking they're stupid in order for them to perpetuate their little systems? Is that how they do it? Is this the world we live in? Yes, it is. We live in a world of lies, of outright mother effing lies. Deception, lies, human slaughter. We live in a world where people are killed, constantly killed. Just killed over and over. They're killed. No, oh, yes. This is one big one I wanted to say. Jimmy Dore, okay? You guys know Jimmy Dore and whatnot. It's like you get people attacking it over the Syria situation. I want to lay out the Syria situation in a way that is unbiased, because there's absolutely can you even imagine that? I'm going to lay it out in a way that's unbiased before I go. I'm going to do that on this fucking podcast, on this fucking live stream. I'm going to lay out like what they've done with Syria and what they do every time they start a war. Oh, wait, I'm getting biased. I have to stay unbiased. Because the funny thing is, when you try to actually say unbiased, it'll be like a unimaginable way to speak. And I'm going to do that right now. Because what you got right now is you got Jimmy Dore saying that and it's all about white helmets. So white helmet guys are running around. You got your terrorist guys, AKA, or the revolutionaries. Those are the terrorists / revolutionaries who want to overthrow Assad. Tell me if I don't even have this, I'm going to say unbiased way, if I have this even right or wrong. You got three groups. The Assad, the government, they really rule the country. Then you got the terrorists who want to overthrow, but they can also be called revolutionaries, because we were terrorists, weren't we, when we overthrew Britain, right? Freedom. So then you got that. You got Assad, you got them. Then you got the third one, which is the white helmets. The white helmets are supposed to be humanitarian relief, right? And they're these guys who wear white helmets. Okay. I don't understand the white helmet. Those are the three groups, right? Is there any more groups? If you want on chat and there's a fourth group, and that should help me to know that. So you got three groups, and then people, the group that everyone I think can agree that Assad rules the country. Okay. Then everyone can also agree that the other people, whether you want to call them terrorists or revolutionaries, don't rule the country. Then the white helmets are the ones that people are, some these other guys. The thing is, why would there be this third group? Wouldn't you either have to take the side of the government or the revolutionaries or terrorists? So it's pretty funny because you have the two to start. In both cases, you can say it's a horrible, oppressive government, or it's horrible terrorists, or you can say it's at least the regime in place and we don't want regime change war. That's where I could fall in the unbiased statement era. Because if you simply keep it like that, like Tulsi Gabbard and the other people, she really pushed that. She says regime change wars. Regime change war. So it's a regime. So it's not complimenting Assad. It's a regime. I don't know why this is so hard, but when I see little Brooksy make fun of like a door, and a door saying that the white helmets are fake, at the end of the day, all right, Sam Cedar and Michael Brooks, at the end of the day, are you for the regime change war? So why are you arguing these other strange little unknowns and disputable things? Because you're bought into the propaganda. So the fact is, I don't do this just because, it is fun. I do it because it's fun. But I feel I have something to offer beyond what the other commentators and YouTubers are going. And it's not just the songs, okay? It's a way to understand the world in a way that they make you see it, you have to be hating each other because they make these crazy little controversies that have on either side strong proponents. So even on Jimmy Dore, so the white helmets, what are they? Well, it's fake. It's not fake. What is this? I'm going to say one thing about the white helmets. It's pretty fucking fishy. Okay? The white helmets are for the status quo, says Kevin Martinez. Or maybe no. Kevin Martinez, you must be talking about what Sam Cedar and Michael Brooks are for, which is the status quo, which is apparently this thing where you got to make up, stories about. Obviously, they want to overthrow Assad. All right, fuck it. They perpetuate it. I know. So that's why I speak out against it, and then I get called stupid. Okay. So that's my reason for existing and continuing to fight. allthehypocrisy.com is the website where if you want to be a blogger, tweet at me at Jimmy Reefercake on Twitter. You can become a blogger. You can just be like Joe. I just throw out there with, and if you want to learn more about I don't know, I really think Joseph Ballin's take, go to allthehypocrisy.com. Look at Joseph Ballin's take on this entire standoff. He makes a point that you have an axis of resistance, which is America and all of the satellite nations, which are many, against the resistance, which is Syria, Russia, Iran, and Hezbollah. So basically, that's how he views the thing, and everyone's split on either side. There's no middle ground. You're either for the political sovereignty of Syria, Russia, and Iran or not. I agree. So go to allthehypocrisy.com. Check it out. Yeah, I got you, Kevin. We'll see what happens, man. I went really long today. This is a long one. I'm curious to see if people listen and like and comment. Please share it. I have to get the fuck out of here. It was nice to have you guys. Thank you, Kevin, in the failed state. And I will be here again. Don't you worry. You heard me play the song first. That's pretty good. If you are a Majority Report fan, you heard it first here. It's the same old crap. It's allthehypocrisy.com. Kevin Martinez, he's saying they want overthrow, endless fear-mongering. So essentially, it isn't that they want to overthrow Assad or anybody, but peace out, failed state. Kevin Martinez is saying endless fear-mongering to keep the military industrial complex going. I think so, Kevin. How much of this is conscious and unconscious or direct? Like, I think in the case of a lot of the people I'm battling, they just go with it because it seems normal and reasonable and something they can achieve. So they limit themselves. I don't limit myself. I keep doing shit. Keep on going, everybody. Don't give up. Legalize weed and peace.